Hi everyone, it's Reagan and welcome to the start of another reading vlog. I'm already coming at you very casually dressed because I actually worked from home today. I'm not gonna lie, this week has been utter mayhem. One of my busiest work weeks all year combined with like holiday parties. I just feel like I have not been home. Considering that, I am going to be taking it super easy this weekend. Clay does have to work a bit, which kind of is a bummer, but Matilda and I are gonna hang out and we're gonna take it easy. We do have a few fun things planned, but definitely prioritizing the nothing part of this weekend. I also have Monday off. Took a PTO day, so I'm actually gonna do all my filming on Monday and just kind of prioritize chilling, you know, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and focus on doing all that work on Monday. That being said though, I do hope to get a lot of reading done. I can't wait to read this weekend because I haven't had a lot of time this week. My brain does feel a bit like mashed potatoes, so I definitely need to caffeinate tonight before I can get any reading in. But without further ado, let's chat about the books I hope to read. Matilda is sitting here with her bowl with obvious intentions to try to get me to, you know, stop vlogging and give her what she would desire. I like how, what is in here? It's like literally a dried piece of pasta. But the books I hope to read are first and foremost Starsight by Brandon Sanderson. I started this last weekend and read well, not last weekend, last work week. And I got 135 pages of the way through. So I'm gonna try to finish this. I'm really liking it so far. I read Brandon Sanderson super quickly, and like a high octane, fast paced sci-fi story feels like just what I need. And then from there, because I'm a little stressed and it feels like it fits well with the holidays, I'm gonna pick up Harry Potter. I've reached the 5th one for my reread. I think this is my favorite, so I'm really excited to jump in. I also feel like I'm gonna watch some Harry Potter this weekend. And I think Clay and I are gonna try to build our Harry Potter Lego set that we have tomorrow, so that should be a lot of fun, but we shall see. But regardless, definitely picking this up and I am pumped and I cannot wait. Matilda and I are actually about to head out because I need to take her to the vet because she needs to get a vaccine, just, you know, one random vaccine that she's due for. It's like dog influenza vaccine. So, you know, Millie's getting her flu shot, so I'm gonna run out and do that, and then I'm gonna park myself on this couch, drink a coffee, catch up on the challenge and Survivor because I haven't seen Wednesday's episode, and also clean. My apartment is a disaster. I won't even show you my desk area because it's shameful. But regardless, welcome to the vlog. Millie says hi. We're happy to have you here. Ready to go to the vet, Millie? Yeah, I didn't think so. Hi everyone, I'm back. Just like that. Matilda did so well. She's a big hit at the vet. She's one of those wild dogs who loves going to the vet because she gets so many treats and so much attention. It's like honestly one of her favorite activities. I've decided because Clay has to work late tonight, then I'm gonna go run to CVS to pick up all of my favorite comfort foods and have like a mini me time moment. He might be coming home in the next couple hours, but we'll see. And he does have to work all day Sunday, which is sad, but you know what more I can do. So I'm gonna go to CVS, pick up all of my comforts. I'm gonna show you them when I get them, so no spoilers, so your delay of hearing what I'm getting is gonna be short. And then I'm gonna clean up. Ooh, don't look at my desk so much. I literally just have my desk covered in laundry. Like, why is my laundry there? I don't know. So I'm gonna clean that up, clean up the apartment, get things organized and all that. But first, I'm gonna go pick up some food. I need a snack and then I'll make coffee. But yeah, I've just been I lounged for a second on the couch and I was like, no, seize the night. I'm home and with the goods. So first and foremost, CVS kind of duped me out a little bit because they had been carrying my favorite type of Cheeto, but they tragically stopped. So I still got some delicious flamin' hot Cheetos, but not the fries. And if you're a Cheeto connoisseur like myself, they're all good, but the fries are top notch. For dinner, I decided to really throw it back to one of my all-time favorite comforts, Spam. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on my YouTube channel before, but as a kid, Spam and white rice, favorite thing on the planet. I had it at like my best friend's house growing up, like young, and I just could not get enough. And my whole life, ever since I was like 6, Spam and rice has just been one of my top foods, and now comfort food because it's not the best for you, but nothing is better. Great breakfast food, but just Spam and white rice fried up. Creme de la creme. So I'm gonna pull out the old rice cooker. It's gonna be a great time. But now I'm gonna put on Survivor, clean, have a bit of a snack, and get my life together, have a coffee too. So that's what I'm gonna do, but I wanted to show you guys my grocery haul. Watching Survivor, did a bit of cleaning, and I'm making a nice 8 p.m. coffee. Thriving. Matilda's trying to get some of that sweet, sweet Spam. Frying her up. Rice cooker's on high. I know, Millie. It's delicious. I would be in your position too if I were you. Oh yeah, crispy, crispy. Got my bowl of rice, my lone unfried Spam. Don't look at that, it looks bad. Focus on the crispy, crispy. Bon appetit, and obviously watching Schitt's Creek. Oh yeah. All right, I've turned the TV off and it's time for me to start reading Starsight. I'm gonna put some music on to get my phone out of my hands. And yeah, I'm gonna try to read a good like 60 or so pages before Clay comes home. Hi friends, Clay and I are about to go to bed for the evening, but I wanted to check in because I read about 30 pages before Clay came home and disrupted me, and right now we're buying movie tickets for tomorrow night because we decided we want to go to Alamo Drafthouse. Who is shocked? No one, but the weather is supposed to be really bad tomorrow. It's gonna be like rainy all day and cold, so I don't know, I think we're just gonna kind of lay low, do a bit of exploring in like the early afternoon, maybe go to Fi-Di for a bit, but other than that, just kind of chill, maybe watch a Christmas movie and then go see Adam Sandler's new movie, Uncut Gems. I only think of, what's that Adam Sandler movie with the remote?
Click.
Click. When I think of Adam Sandler, I think of Click.
Really?
So it's gonna be funny if this replaces my image of Adam Sandler.
I think of,
or Spanglish.
I think of Billy Madison.
I think of Spanglish and Click.
Or Happy Gilmore.
Click. So, I don't know, it's just, all those movies have something in common though. Not all like this new movie he's in, so we're very, very curious and it's well received, so we're gonna buy tickets for tomorrow night and see it. I'm gonna get chicken fingers and I'm so excited, so that's the plan. I'm gonna do maybe a bit more reading tonight, but I think we're gonna watch some Riley Kuma. So TBD on that. And then, yeah, so night. Good morning, everyone. My recent favorite thing is putting on this like fake fireplace thing. I've also brewed myself a cup of coffee, and I am going to sit down and read some more Starsight because I didn't read a lot of it last night, and I'm trying to read a lot this weekend. I have through Monday. And because Clay's working tomorrow, like Sunday and Monday are definitely gonna be my heavy up reading days. But regardless, I'm really into the book, so I'm going to read some more today. But isn't this like fake fireplace thing so relaxing and my happy Christmas sign? I love it. I love the ambiance. It's super rainy outside today, so also fits that vibe as well. Hey guys, so I have been reading for a while. Matilda has joined me. You can see her tail end, if you will, but I'm actually going to pause because I'm going to jump in and do a Skillshare class this morning. As you guys know, I'm a Skillshare ambassador and I work with them pretty consistently this year, and I'm working with them again for this video. I am just a huge fan of their product and service. I just think it's amazing. They have thousands upon thousands of different classes and workshops to take online. It's a great way to expand your knowledge in an area that you're already kind of working in, or explore a new topic that you've never really encountered before. They also just make classes in every possible like space you can think of. When I initially started Skillshare, it was really much about growing and learning more about things I was already doing. So taking photography classes, taking coding classes, taking kind of marketing oriented productivity classes. But my recent love with Skillshare has been the more lifestyle oriented classes. They have classes within this category that range everything you can think of, from like interior design to like organization and all sorts of great skills there. But my favorite, and I'll turn and I'll show you guys all the classes, have been the cooking classes, the baking, cooking, and just like food and drink related classes. I just love learning more. I mean, I love to cook and bake, so this probably isn't a surprise, but they're just my favorite. So this is the class I started with, which was about making a one yeast dough, which was super great, super fast, and I loved how it was shot. And then from there, I just went on a cookie baking class, and then I learned how to make scones, and then I learned how to make the perfect fried chicken and biscuits, lots of baking. But the class I discovered that I'm going to start this morning is how to brew an amazing cup of coffee. But why this one is so extra special, it's because it's an in-depth look of the program, and it's at Blue Bottle Coffee, which is just so cool. Blue Bottle is one of my favorite coffee producers, so the fact that they have a specific class all about how to make a cup of coffee, I'm into it. I also love caffeine so much. So this is the class I'm going to start this morning, and I'm really, really, really excited about it. Also, this one is like beautifully shot. very professional. So I'm excited to enjoy, personally. Yeah, I just wanted to check in and let you guys know I'm doing a bit of Skillshare. Per usual, because I'm an ambassador and I'm partnering with them, I do have a coupon code for you guys. If you click the link below, you can get 2 months of Skillshare for free when you sign up, which is a really great deal. It's honestly a great way to learn something new or expand your knowledge on a topic that you're already kind of interested in. Great for like the new year as well, if you're like wanting to pick up a new skill or like bring a new practice in your life. Skillshare has like so many short and also long classes to kind of look into. So of course, like I said, everything will be linked below. And if you see me with a fancy drip coffee machine coming up, or maybe a French press, you'll know that this particular Skillshare video I'm watching deeply influenced me, and I bought all sorts of new coffee machinery for my life, which honestly is a dream. I honestly want apparatuses to be able to make every different type of coffee in my life one day. So that's how I'll know I've made it. But regardless, I'm gonna jump into the Skillshare class now, but I will talk to you guys afterwards. We are about to start watching The Night Before Christmas, you know, with the medieval knight. I'm thrilled, cannot wait. Clay's here, and I got ready this morning, so you know, only took me a few hours. I read a good 60 pages of Starsight, which I will definitely fill you guys in a bit after we kind of watch this movie and just hang out for a while, but I am liking it so far. Clay also went and picked us up some coffee and some pastries. We got a croissant in here and our cinnamon thing, which I think I showed last weekend. They're the best. So we're gonna start this movie, hang out with Matilda, and enjoy this rainy, gross Saturday and just be very festive. Took a brief hiatus from watching the movie. I'm in my pug Christmas sweater because of course, to do some Instagram shooting, but now we're all seated back on the couch and we're gonna finish The Night Before Christmas, and then I think we're gonna watch a Harry Potter movie or something else to be determined, but we're just gonna keep the festive day alive. It's only like 2:30, so we have plenty of the day left. Our movie's at 7, so we're really just taking it easy and enjoying the family time, you know? Important this time of year. But yeah, so I will check in, but I'm gonna put The Night Before Christmas back on. Watching The Marvelous Miss Maisel. Matilda is, you know, full attention because we got some sweet, sweet Taco Bell. So we're just gonna, you know, have a very classy meal with this classy woman right here. Of course. If you're wondering how many times I'm gonna change today, I promise this is the last one. We're leaving for the movie in about 45 minutes to an hour, so we're now gonna watch the episode of The Mandalorian from last night. We love that show, but I wanted to pop in and also give you an update on Starsight because I have read a good chunk of this today. So this, of course, is the sequel to Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, which is like a sci-fi adventure-based series, which has a lot of like space combat and pilot, and our main character Spensa is training to be a pilot, and just like a human colony. There's a lot of mystery there. There's obviously a lot revealed at the end of the first book, which I won't get into because spoilers, but so far the first one is really interesting. It's definitely kind of expanding the universe more in a lot of ways. I have one complaint in that like the setup of the structure and location of this story was very convenient. Like it just kind of fell into the book and you're like, okay, cool, now we're going and doing all these things because of this one particular thing, which is kind of annoying, if I'm being frank. That just was not given enough meat. However, the results of that very convenient thing so far has been very, very interesting. We're encountering a variety of like alien species, which is super cool. We're learning more about like the technology and the structure and the hierarchy and Spensa as well, I think, and the cultures of these different aliens is super interesting. I think I've talked about, when I've talked about Skyward, that one of the interesting things about the colony is that it's very military focused, and therefore like honor and bravery are celebrated to almost like an extreme. So like putting yourself out there and like risking yourself and like kind of being, it's like a very aggressive culture in that way, like being loud, being proud, and like going for it. A lot of the aliens that we run into in the second book are like the opposite of that, and like aggression is viewed as like a very human trait and therefore like very bad. So that has been very interesting to read and encounter, and it's like a really big contrast to the first one. So seeing our main character kind of have to adapt and like kind of navigate through this new scenario has also been interesting. So I'm definitely liking it, and really my only complaint is that the beginning was very convenient to get us where we are for the most of this book. Like the reason why everything in this book is happening was just like kind of weak. That being said though, I plan to read more. I 100% will finish it tomorrow and then read a chunk of Harry Potter tomorrow and Monday. But right now, because Clay is home, we are gonna mostly just hang out, watch our shows, if you will. Specifically, we're gonna watch The Mandalorian right now. So Matilda can hang out with her fave, Baby Yoda. So we're gonna do that right in this moment. All right, we finished The Mandalorian. It was so good, but now we're gonna head off to the Alamo Draft House to watch the movie. Today has just been a great day of entertainment consumption, reading, watching a lot of TV, I'll tell you what, but we gotta head out now so we're not late. Time to go to our favorite place, the movies. And we're back. So we're walking because what happened?
I bought the tickets for the wrong day.
And we were in the theater in seats and there's this whole hubbub and confusion and it turns out it was our fault. So now we're getting ice cream.
The sad thing is, this isn't the first time I've done it.
Yeah, this is the fourth time he's done the past 2 months.
Not the fourth time.
Well, because you had to buy one set of tickets 3 times, Clay. Stopped by and got some cake, you know, to eat our misery of screwing up the night. But that's fine. It's gonna be fun regardless. Honestly, the benefit is I get to make fun of Clay about this for at least a couple of weeks. As a pivot, we've decided to watch a very well-received documentary, One Child Nation. So we're gonna watch that. And Matilda's very thrilled we're back, so you know, it all worked out in the end. We have switched over from that documentary, which we finished, and it was a great, harrowing documentary, but we're now watching The Americans, and we ordered some pizza because we are incredibly predictable, and that's what we do on the weekends, is eat pizza. So we're trying out a different place this time. So we'll see how it goes. We've moved into the bedroom to finish off. We've switched over to The Americans, which I'm not sure if I mentioned or not, but we're in season 1, episode 5. And I also brought Starsight, so I do plan on doing a bit of reading tonight. The plan for tomorrow, as I mentioned, Monday and tomorrow will be my big reading day, so I do plan to read a lot those 2 days. I'm waking up early in the morning with Clay, and I'm gonna go to Midtown with him. He's going into the office, but first we're gonna do some festive pics, and then I'll come back and do a bunch of reading and filming, though I'm gonna try to do all my filming on Monday because I'm trying to take Sunday off, but we'll see. I might film like 1 video, TBD. But that's the plan for the morning. We'll take you guys along as much as I can, but definitely gonna be doing all the Starsight reading tomorrow, so I'm excited. Hi everyone. It's 9 a.m. on Sunday and I am dressed for a holiday party. Clay and I are about to head into the city. We're going into Midtown. We're gonna take some pics. I have my backpack of other outfits. Then I'm gonna head home and read and watch football. Clay unfortunately has to work today, but hey, I just gotta do YouTube stuff, which I love doing way more than my normal job. But anyway, just wanted to show you how unbelievably dressed up I was for the morning. We've been making our picture rounds. We're at the Saks building. And we're about to head to our last stop, which is Rockefeller Plaza, which will probably be the most difficult one. But we're professionals, so we're gonna try our best. It's so pretty. Hi, I'm home, and this is a really weird angle. So this morning was super productive. Obviously, I'm back now. It's like 11:30. Clay is at the office. I'm hanging out with Matilda. She has her toy. Woo! So this morning and throughout today and tomorrow, because I do have tomorrow off, which I'm so thrilled about, it's gonna be all about reading and filming now. So I've done like all my Instagram work for basically the next 2 weeks. So I'm like super thrilled about that. And so today and tomorrow I'm gonna do a lot of filming because my goal is to not have to film or work over the holidays, like the weekend and then through Christmas Day. That's my goal. And then obviously I'll be back between Christmas and New Year's and I'll do a bunch of filming then again, including vlogging, but I'm gonna take that little bit off just to kind of like hang with the fam. So to do that though, I have to like get ahead, and obviously there's so many videos I really want to film. This is like my favorite time of year to do filming because there's just end of year wrap up stuff. It's just so much fun. So right now I'm gonna make coffee first and foremost because I haven't had any yet. Well, actually I'm gonna change into like loungy-ish clothes, make a coffee, and then I'm going to sit at my computer and kind of like organize the videos I want to film for this like week and a half. and then kind of organize them by day, and then just kind of like finalize, hi Millie, finalize which videos I just need to film over the next 2 days. My goal is to only have to film 1 today and then 3 or 4 tomorrow, which should be totally doable. But I do want to just kind of get organized this morning before I completely just spend the rest of the day reading and all of that. I'm also gonna get ramen for dinner, which I'm so thrilled about. So it's gonna be a great couple of days. I'm really pumped and excited about it, but also productive. So I just wanted to say, hey, I'm home. This is my fit, but I'm about to change into some comfies, so I'll check back in a moment. Making a latte. I'd be lost without my Nespresso. Bought it 1 year ago. Basically to this day. Well, actually it was a present 1 year ago to this day. And it's hands down the best thing in my kitchen. Anyone was concerned if Matilda was comfortable or not? She is. Here, let me fix your ear. There you go. Cozy girl? You cozy? Okay. Enjoy your Sunday, Millie. Importing my photos from earlier today, and of course watching Bears Packers. Pack sucks. All right, I've gotten a good chunk of things done while watching the football game, but I'm now gonna start lunch. I'm actually so hungry, but I'm gonna make some fresh rice, and I have leftover Spam from Friday night, so I'm just gonna reheat that and have that. And then obviously, as I said, I'm planning to have ramen for dinner, but I'm like 70% done with the things I wanted to do today. I still want to film a video, but we'll see. I've realized I only need to film 3 tomorrow, which I feel like is really doable. I just need to figure out the last video I want to film, so that's kind of what I've been brainstorming right now. All right, lunch is made, and I'm almost done with working and also watching football, so I promise I will start reading soon. Matilda being drama and sitting there for some reason. Oh, she's over it. Oh, she's trying to steal my napkin. So the Bears lost. Sad, but it was a really fun game to enjoy. I did actually read some of Starsight while I was watching the game, like during commercial breaks and stuff. So that was really good, and I'm also about to like really jump into my reading for today because I wrapped up most of my admin stuff. I watched the Bears game, so the rest of the night is mine to do with what I wish. So I am in like around page 230 of this book, so I have, how many pages left? Oh, okay. About 220 pages left, so it's very, very doable to do while I'm sitting here and watching football, and then I'm going to start another book. Before I do that, I'm actually going to make myself a fresh cup of coffee because I am who I am. All right, made a fresh cup of coffee in my favorite mug, but now, most importantly, I've turned down the volume so I can really focus my attention on reading. I want to try to read about 150 pages of this before I order dinner, so that's the plan. Right, Matilda? Hi friends, I wanted to check in because I have been doing some solid reading and I finally have a reading update for you guys. So I've passed the 300 page mark of Starsight by Brandon Sanderson, and basically everything I've said previously still stands. I am liking this book. I still think it's not as strong as the first one, but where it's expanding the world I think has been really, really interesting. Learning more about the world and like the past conflicts as well as these like mysterious forces that have lived in the galaxy is really capturing my interest, as well as some like secret technology. And I also really like how it's kind of diving into the problematic nature of a lot of the government structures we're encountering, and like how this society is different than Spence's. How it rules through peace, or how it maintains control, is through more like an economic approach versus like a militaristic approach, which is interesting as well. And just like all the different perspectives of all these different aliens we were encountering in this book is really cool, and just kind of provides like a larger and expanded perspective. We have like another kind of like training based segment. Spencer is like trying to integrate and basically like be involved in this new society she's been dropped in, which has been great, but a little repetitive to the first one. It kind of just feels like we got training 2.0 and just like another setting. Granted, it makes sense, like we're trying to get intelligence, but I still just am having a hard time getting over the initial convenience of it all. But I am really liking it. I'm like being really hard on it just because I feel like it's Brandon Sanderson, so I feel like I have maybe really high expectations. Obviously I'm liking it. I really like our main character. I'm very entertained by the whole thing. The space setting is super cool, but it's definitely flawed and not perfect by any means. I'm gonna continue to read. Obviously my goal is to finish this book tonight. I'm reading a little slower today than I was anticipating, or just like my speed of reading is just kind of slow. I'm gonna order dinner as well because I'm getting a little peckish And I've been watching a lot of football today, mostly just like in the background. I haven't really been paying much attention because I've been doing other stuff. But I think I might watch some like Netflix when I eat dinner and stuff for a little bit, because I think it's, what time is it? Like 7? Yep, 6:55, it's 7. So it's getting late too. So regardless though, I'm planning on reading. I obviously don't have to work tomorrow, so I don't have to like stress too much about bedtimes or like getting prepped for tomorrow's work day. So that is a huge relief. Gosh, I'm so happy I have tomorrow off. I'm gonna do all my filming tomorrow and all of that, as I've mentioned over and over and over and over and over and over again. But anyway, I'm gonna order my ramen and read a bit more and then take a break for dinner. Read another 50 pages and Matilda and I are just sitting. My ramen should be ready in 15 minutes. I'm so hungry. In the meantime though, I'm gonna just keep reading. And then I'm gonna chow down on dinner and watch Bravo, I think, actually, because that just sounds really relaxing and a little like mindless. So back to the pages though. Living my best life and starting the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Thriving Matilda. All right, so I finished the Real Housewives of New Jersey, episode 1 this new season. I've put football back on really just for like background so I don't get distracted, but my goal now is to finish this book. I have, well, and the epilogue. I have not very much left. I think about 90 pages, which I guess is a chunk, but I definitely feel like I can finish this pretty quickly because I read those 66 pages very fast. So I'm gonna get started right now. I was about to do an update, but I thought I would start with this clip of Matilda. So I wanted to check in because I have been dutifully sitting on this couch and I'm happy to say I have finished Starsight. I feel like I need a bit of time to digest this book, but generally my overall feelings are that the plot of this was strong, and I mean like pure plot dynamics. Like the world was really interesting, the pacing and like the reveal. Brandon Sanderson's always like thinking of creative ways to screw with you basically, and to say I did not guess the plot twists or anything is an understatement. I really truly did not guess any of that, which I never can with Brandon Sanderson. I just feel like he's so good at crafting really unique stories with really riveting plots that like are just very strong. The weakness of this is the characters. Not that they're not likable. In fact, there's lots of likable characters, but I would say they feel more one-dimensional maybe than some of his other characters we encounter in other stories. They are dynamic, but sometimes especially like some of the side characters, and I'm not talking about Spencer Embot, whom I love, but just some of maybe the characters we encountered on Earth feel very flat. And the thing is, it's like there's actually a lot of new characters that I loved and I felt like got some really interesting like story arcs and things. It's more like some of the older characters that were kind of, they felt sort of like brushed to the side and we didn't really get a lot of like growth, or they just felt very two-dimensional and like kind of cardboards. Like Jorgen, for example, who's like a huge character, had like a little bit of screen time. It's not even like the time in the book, but like how I felt like his character was handled. And then like pretty much anyone else from like the human side, I just wasn't super like pleased how they were handled with. But again, I feel like I'm being just like more critical because I did like this book overall. Like the plot was strong, but it did have those like few things, like some of the characters weren't fully realized, and then some of the plot dynamics were a little convenient in the beginning. Granted, I'm really liking this series and I'm excited for the next book to see how it unfurls, and I do feel like we're getting some answers and then also getting new questions, which is satisfying, right? Like you finish one arc, but then at the end of that arc you realize there's actually a much larger arc that you just were too dumb to realize from the beginning, which is, you know, which is intriguing. It like keeps you really hooked in the story, which is how I feel. But yeah, like this, wasn't as good as the first one, but still a strong second book. Often I feel like second books have like the hardest time anyway, so I would still give this like a 3.754 out of 5 stars. It was good. Now I need to figure out what I want to read next. I don't know. I had initially planned to read Harry Potter, but I feel like I should start a new book given that it's so close to the end of the year, and I'm trying to think if I could like squeeze in one more like solidly good fantasy book before the end of 2019. Obviously I have like a couple weeks before the end of 2019, but you know what I mean. So I'm trying to figure that out, what I want to read next, and I will, once I figure that out, I will be, you guys will be the first to know. Hi everyone, I have retreated into the bedroom. I finished watching that football game, but I have since gotten tremendously tired. I also, in like the past hour or so, have started feeling like mildly under the weather. Like I can feel sickness kind of coming upon me, and I really want to nip it in the bud because I have so much I need to do tomorrow. All very manageable. But regardless, I want to try to be like as efficient as I can with it. And I just don't want to be bogged down with any type of possible illness. That being said, I'm gonna go to bed. But I did want to chat through the book I have decided to read after Starsight. So I know I mentioned I was initially gonna read Harry Potter, but I've decided to change it to Red Seas Under Red Skies by Scott Lynch, which is a book I have been meaning to read the past couple months, and I just really want to know what happens next. And so it also just felt like it'd be like a really fun and entertaining novel. So I'm gonna jump into this, and I'm hoping I'm gonna fly through it. I really want to read a chunk tomorrow. I did have plans tomorrow evening, but depending on how I feel, I don't know what those plans are. If I might have to cancel depending on if I keep feeling sicker. Unfortunately, this week is just like utter mayhem, so I just cannot get sick basically. So anyway, now I'm just rambling, but it's getting late and I'm getting sleepy, so I'm gonna do a spot of reading but then fall asleep. But I will see you in the morning. I am going to get up and basically immediately start working, but I'll talk you through all of that tomorrow. But just wanted to say hi and goodbye. Hi everyone, good morning. So I had such grand plans to start filming right away this morning and just kind of knock off some things off my to-do list, but unfortunately, as you might be able to tell, it is really gloomy outside, which doesn't translate super well to the vlog camera, and it might not make, like, it might not become readily apparent, but I normally never film with like any artificial lights on just because it like lowers the video quality and adds a lot of like, you have these like a really high ISO. So basically, I have now decided to rearrange my day to see, because it is like early in the morning right now, it's like 9 a.m. if it will get better maybe like later in the day, like late morning, early afternoon, maybe when the sun's at its like highest for the winter time. And I'm gonna try to film everything then. So that means I'm gonna rearrange my morning a bit. So instead of doing all the filming first, I might now do my errands right now, come back and start doing some editing and things like that versus doing all my filming right away, because I'm hoping for it to get a little bit brighter outside. It's so dark. Hi friends, so hasn't really gotten much brighter, but that's okay. I'm going to just film 2 book related videos, and then the Instagram video I'm going to just film a morning later this week when it is a little brighter outside. But right now I'm actually about to go run some errands, one of which is very exciting because it's a book related. I want to buy myself some books, and I've called it an errand, you know, as one does. But essentially I wanted to pick up some new titles before I leave on Friday for Christmas. So there's just some books I've had my eye on that I just wanted to pick up and treat myself to. I have Netflix on in the background. And then I also wanted to have them included in my haul video today. So let's go book shopping. Woo, woo, woo. So yeah, that's the big errand that I'm bringing you along. Shopping. Was nervous I didn't have it, but it's in the adult fantasy section. Going a bit wild, but I'm really ascribing to this whole treat yourself narrative for Christmas. So I'm getting 4 books. I'm home and Matilda's excited because I also picked her up some fresh chicken and sweet potato dog food. All right, Millie, you've already had breakfast, but I ended up picking up 4 books from Barnes & Noble. I'm not gonna show you guys which ones I got because I'm gonna film, well, it's gonna be part of my Christmas haul, ignore my dirty dishes, Christmas haul, because nowadays I don't really, you know, I treat myself to books for the holidays and it's really fun. So like I just kind of meandered around Barnes & Noble and picked some titles that really spoke to me in the moment. Apologies though, because I know the clips were really awkward. It was really crowded and I lost my confidence. I have finished filming 2 videos, aftermath of one, aftermath of the other. I was gonna try to film 3, but it's honestly just too dark. So I'm gonna try to do everything now on Friday, but we'll see. It's a little past lunchtime, so I'm actually gonna go run out and grab a sandwich. I'm still feeling a little under the weather too, so I think I'm just gonna focus the rest of the day editing and hanging out with this one, and then also trying to relax, you know, on my technical day off. So woo, but productive. Like, I'm happy I was able to film at least 2 videos, so all is well. All right, so I have filmed, I have edited, and now it is time to eat. I got mac and cheese for later. Your girl gets really lazy when she's feeling a little under the weather. And then I picked up a sandwich, which I haven't had a good bodega sandwich in a good while. It's gonna be so dang good, everyone. So I'm gonna eat this and continue to watch Netflix. I'm almost caught up, which breaks my heart, but anyway, I'm gonna eat this now. Great still of me. But I have been editing for the past couple of hours. I've done 2 videos, which I'm really thrilled about. So I'm really getting ahead of schedule, which feels great, which is what I love, days like this, where I literally just took a day off to just catch up, which is amazing. I'm actually gonna make another cup of coffee because I'm getting a little tired. It's getting dark outside. We're supposedly supposed to get a lot of snow, so I'm a little excited about. But I'm gonna continue to edit. I'm actually gonna start editing this vlog to get ahead of it. They're just long, so they just take inherently a little longer to edit, but vlogs are still my fave. So I'm gonna start that, and then I'm going to call it an evening and finally start reading. I haven't really read at all today. I have been prioritizing filming, editing, and then taking a few breaks here and there with Netflix. But tonight I should have a free night to read. I just really wanted to edit before the evening and get that done during the day. So that is my plan. I'm gonna read more Red Seas Under Red Skies because I'm really loving it. Matilda is right here, if you were curious where she was. Right here, snuggling next to me as I edit. But yeah, I'm gonna make coffee. I'm sleepy. A little bit of vlogception because I have now edited exactly to the point of this clip of this vlog. But yeah, it's already 36 minutes long. I apologize in advance to how long this 4-day weekend vlog might be. So I'm a little terrified about how long this weekend vlog might be. But I have finished officially editing for the evening. I've done 3 whole videos, including a vlog. So much productivity. Matilda is munching on something. Great. But that means I can officially start reading and hanging out with this one. Well, I've been hanging out with this one all day, but like, no editing, basically. Right, Millie? Right. Yes. Okay, cool. So I can only describe the past hour rabbit hole I've gone down as confusing, but I've basically somehow watched all of One Direction's auditions for the X Factor. I wasn't even really a One Direction fan. I just started watching them, and now I'm watching Little Mix, who I didn't even know who they were. Well, that's not true. I know them tangentially through Love Island. So I need to close my computer because I cannot waste any more time watching YouTube X Factor audition videos. What is wrong with me? Hi everyone, so I've just been doing some picking up. Matilda's barking at nothing. I finally sat down to do some reading. So last night I was able to read only 30 pages of Red Seas Under Red Skies before I fell asleep. So that means for the weekend, I believe I've read over 350 pages. So I've read quite a bit. Most of that was yesterday. And I do plan on reading hopefully at least 250 pages tonight. I'm gonna sit down and read now. I've banished myself from watching One Direction videos on YouTube. I do not know what's going on. And there's Monday Night Football tonight, which football nights are great for my reading because I don't really watch unless it's the Bears. I just kind of have it on in the background and I'm just kind of like glancing. So it's like TV to have on, but it's not like a show where I'm truly watching and not getting any reading done. So yeah, I just wanted to check in. I'm gonna start reading now. I am already really interested in this book because one, the preface, now I sound dumb. Basically talking about one of the main characters of this book who is a mother of 2 and she's a pirate, and he refers to it as my kind of wish fulfillment, basically saying like she's a wish fulfillment character for like he imagined his own mom like being this like super kick butt woman in this story and basically kind of like turning the wish fulfillment trope on its head essentially. So I'm pumped for this. 30 pages in, already really liking it. So I already know I'm gonna just read this whole thing so quickly. So reading now. We'll check in a bit. Reading update, I have both showered and read 50 more pages of Red Seas Under Red Skies. So I'm on page 85 and I am in this book so quickly. There's something about Locke Lamora that I just want to like slap and hug at the same time. He's just so dang lovable. I'm not kidding. I think I said this when I read the first one, but this would make an incredible TV show because Locke Lamora and honestly all the other characters present are just so, like, you can just visualize them and you're just with them from page one. They're just such strong characters. Like, they have such personality. They just jump off the page, and I just love them even more than ever. But yeah, I got into this book super quickly. So I'm gonna read more, but I'm taking a quick break because I'm gonna make dinner actually. You know, my gourmet meal of mac and cheese. I also did a face mask. So if you're wondering, you know, why my skin is glowing to such luminosity, that's why. Face mask. Honestly, my face would be dead without moisture face mask. Anyone else have like crazy dry skin? Especially, it's literally snowing outside right now. I can hear it against the windows, but I can't see it, which makes me a little sad. But since moving to the north, my skin, it's just been a desert, desolate desert wasteland. But yeah, I'm gonna put the football game on, bake some mac and cheese, and get back to reading because I'm already obsessed with this, and I have a strong feeling I'm gonna read a bunch of this tonight and probably stay up way too late. And a bon appetit, everyone. I'm a gourmet. It's gourmet and Peruse Project Chalet and Chalet Peruse Project. I'm a stereotype of myself. Read another 50 pages, everyone. I've passed 100 page mark, so I decided to celebrate with a delicious snack of popcorn and M&Ms. My favorite combination. Well, one of my favorite combinations. My favorite combination is Matilda and Snuggles. She's like... All right, I'm in the bedroom and I'm continuing reading Red Seas Under Red Skies. I have to say this sequel has captured my attention even faster, which obviously makes sense because we already have an established relationship with the characters. So there's no like buy-in needed, at least from me, because I already love everyone. So I just feel like I am obsessed so quickly. But I'm getting really close to 200 page mark, which I'm thrilled about. I am gonna just keep trucking along because if I get to page like 250, I'll have basically 600 pages read, which I will be thrilled about. So I'm gonna sit my tush down, not talk, hang out with Matilda, but read. So I'll check in, but big fan. Love the gambling already. There's like gambling, people are already fooling people, there's duels. I love it. It's also like we're like in a new town, which I shouldn't compare it to this, but you know in Star Wars where you end up on like a new planet? It's almost like that. Like we're following two adventurers traveling through space. It's not space, at least I don't think it is. Just a fantasy world, but I just keep imagining them like on like that gambling planet. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. So I'm gonna read. Goodbye. Hi everyone, it's Reagan and welcome to the end of the vlog. The next day, here's Matilda. I just wanted to quickly pop in and chat through all of the books, well, all the pages I was able to read over this long weekend I had. First and foremost, the first book I'm going to talk about is of course Starsight, which I screwed up the cover, Starsight. And I read the last 330 pages of this over the weekend and I really liked it. I've obviously did a pretty comprehensive review in this video, but I did enjoy this book. It was not perfect. I chatted through those flaws as well, but I did read a huge chunk of this. And then from there, I picked up my current obsession, Red Seas Under Red Skies. I was able to read a lot last night. I got past page 250, which does mean I read just about 600 pages this weekend, which I am so thrilled with. It's been so long since I've read that much, but like this series is just so fresh and fun and you just love everyone, and there's already like new places, like they're kind of like going to new places, but they're, you know, doing the same old like tricksters, and then of course there's kind of like larger problems that are begin to introduce, and I just can't wait to finish this book series and then jump to the third one. I hope the fourth one comes out soon, but regardless, I flew through the first 250 pages of this book. So if that is an indicator of how good this series is, well, I guess that should just be the indicator. Anyway, those are all the books I read this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you soon with another one soon. Goodbye.